by coming into half frog on the right. Once you get on your stomach, draw your right knee up in line with your right hip. Relax with your head and your arms. Press your right knee away from your body, and you can always pull the foot towards your body. Let your ankle rest on your mat. Soften your hands, begin to relax your jaw. Let your left leg completely relax. Allow your toes to soften. Let your breath soften as you come into the flow. Meaning that your inhalation rolls into your exhalation. Rolls into your inhalation. Let today's breath be soft and gentle, yet deep. As you now start to notice the connection between your breath and your body. Inhale and your lungs expand. Exhale and your lungs contract. You might add the layer of sound, a little pressure at the back of your throat. Know that you are welcome to pause for any duration of time in any pose, or come back to any pose anytime. This is a sweet summer gentle flow, but it's really all a suggestion. The main idea is that you pay attention to what's right for your body in this moment in time. Start to scoot your right leg back and shimmy your hips a little back and forth, reset them on your mat. Position your elbows under your shoulders, climb up onto your forearms. Let the crown of your head lengthen upward so you drop your shoulders down and back. Notice the gentle back bend, and if this is too deep, take your elbows a little wider and further out in front of you. Take care of your neck in any way that makes sense. You can drop your chin down if that feels good to your neck stretch. Chin can go from one shoulder to the other as it serves your stretch. And then eventually back to center, crown of your head lengthens up. Child's pose, sink your hips towards your heels. Let your low back get long here. So you stretch it out. Your quads get a stretch, your hips stretch behind you. And you can stretch your shoulders out in front of you, but if that's too deep, bend your elbows towards your body. Take time to breathe into your backside body. Notice your inhales. Notice your exhales. Squeeze your belly button up towards your spine to support your movement. As you inhale, stand up on your knees, circle your arms overhead. Grab a hold of your left wrist and side bend over to the right. Come back to center, long spine, and then side bend to the other side. Inhale back to center, exhale to cat. Hands come down, chin and tail up. Inhale, chin and tail lift, come into cow. Pause, allow the vertebrae to separate. Move back and forth, exhale to round into arch. Inhale to lift and flex the spine. Several of these. Downward facing dog when you're done with it. Press into all 5 of your fingers, and especially the place your pointer finger and thumb connect. Squeeze in your low belly. And pick up your right leg behind you in a 3-legged dog. And then step your right foot all the way up. Take your time, get it up there, knee over ankle, please. Turn your back foot flat, warrior 2, left arm behind you, right arm in front. Open the hips wide, and then open the right knee so it moves straight forward from your hip joint. Don't let it buckle in towards your big toe. Reverse your warrior, legs stay the same way, but your left arm goes back, right arm lifts. Drop your right hand down inside your right foot, left arm lifts, like you're stacking your shoulders. This is actually a hip tuck, like you're pelvic tilting your right hip under. And if you press the inside of your leg to the outside of your arm, you might feel it a little more. Left hand comes down. Turn your right toes to the right. You'll feel a nice stretch in your right IT band if it's tight. If it's not, lucky you. Tricky transition. Squeeze your core. Low yoga squat. Left foot to the outside of left fingers. You might barely squat once you get there and just set elbows on knees, or you might have to squat deeply to feel the inner thigh stretch. You can be flat-footed or on your toes. It's a personal preference. Start to straighten your knees, heel toe your feet together-ish until you're comfortable and all 10 toes point forward. And then come to a flat back, hands on your shins or your thighs. Beautiful. Squeeze your belly button up if you let it go. Stand all the way up. Turn your palms forward, mountain pose. Inhale, circle your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, lift your chin out. Exhale to fold in, lunge, left foot goes back. Right arm lifts as you take a twist, and you can set the back knee down or keep it lifted. Feel the stretch in the outer right hip. If you don't feel it there, scooch the front foot up and the back foot further back. Right hand comes down inside your right foot. Walk your hands to the middle of your mat, wide-legged, standing forward fold as you turn the right toes in. Bend your knees more if it's too deep of an inner thigh stretch. If you want to feel it more, energetically press through your heels and walk your hands back like you're pulling your head behind you. Walk your hands over to your right foot again, low runner's lunge on the right. Stay there or try a standing splits. Pick up your back leg. Nice. Curtsy, take your left knee behind your right, bend both knees, and then stand your splits again and drop the left foot all the way back behind you. Top of the push-up, right foot goes back, and you can set your knees down or keep them lifted. Hands underneath shoulders. Squeeze your belly button towards your spine, lower all the way onto your belly. Half frog on the left, slide your left knee up. Feel into the inner thigh stretch. Notice the rotation in the left hip, relax. Feel the fluid flow of your breath rolling in deeply and rolling out deeply. Slide your left leg back in line with your right. Shimmy your hips a little bit. Climb up onto your forearms when you're ready. You're welcome to pause here or take the more assertive forearm plank. Squeeze up your low belly. Turn your forehead down. Turn your toes under. Pick up your body. Elbows under shoulders. Press the floor away. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Low belly up. Relax your face and your jaw. Set your hips down, lengthen the crown of your head up. Take a moment, stretch the abdomen. Child's pose. Squeeze your belly button up. Stand up on your knees, circle your arms overhead. Grab a hold of one wrist, doesn't matter which, we'll do them both, side bend. Back to center, side bend, other side. Back to center, right into cat. Hands come down, chin and tail up. Cow, chin and tail lift. And a few of these at your pace. Exhale to tuck and arch. Inhale to lift and flex. Down dog. Feel your backside body stretch, draw your heels down, enjoy. When you're ready, pick up your left leg behind you. Feel the inner thigh stretch. If you need to feel it more, the right heel energetically draws down. Step your left foot up between your hands. Knee over ankle. Low runner's lunge. Warrior two as you turn the back foot flat, right arm behind you, left arm in front. Beautiful. And press into your feet, but try and make it kind of like there's paper underneath you and you don't want to tear it. Legs stay the same way, but you reverse your warrior. Right arm goes back, left arm lifts. You breathe into the opening in the left rib cage. Left hand drops down inside your left foot, right arm lifts. You can gaze up or down, depends on your neck. Feel into the inner hip or inner thigh of the left side. Right hand comes down. Turn your left toes to the left. Pause. Squeeze your core. Low yoga squat, right foot to the outside of right fingers, and you squat down. Hands come down, you heel toe your feet until you're in a standing forward fold. Come to a flat back, lift your chin out. Stand all the way up, turn your palms forward, mountain. Circle your arms overhead. Forward fold over your legs. Inhale to lengthen, lift your chin out, draw the shoulder blades back, keep squeezing the belly button towards the spine. Fold in. Lunge, right foot goes back this time, left arm lifts, and you can always set the back knee down. The stretch is in the outer left hip. If it's not, use more of your mat lengthwise with the legs. Bend deeper in the front knee. We have to hold it long enough for the body to receive the benefits of the stretch. Left hand comes down inside your left foot. Walk your hands between your feet. Take your mat wide, wide-legged, standing forward fold. Drop into it. And then walk your hands back to your left foot, low runner's lunge. You're welcome to pause here or stand your splits. Pick up the back leg. Knee behind knee, curtsy, squeeze. Inhale to lift, standing splits, and then drop the right foot all the way back. Top of the push-up when you're ready. Lower onto your belly. This time, hands underneath shoulders, elbows in towards your body. Peel your chest up, and then lower your chest down. Half frog on the right as we switch sides. Right knee slides up. Right leg scooches back, Sphinx pose up on your forearms. You're welcome to take the more assertive forearm plank if that serves you, but squeeze the belly button up. Turn the forehead down so your neck is an extension of your spine. Set your hips down, lengthen the crown of the head up. Child's pose, beautiful. Sink it back, relax into it. Let your breath fluidly move in, lungs fill. Fluidly move out, lungs empty. And the sweet flow is the body's movements, but the breath is always the foundation of your practice. When you can hear your breath, when you can count on the quality of it moving in a relaxed way, in a peaceful way, in and out. And you know the body is receiving all the benefits. Healthy oxygen to every cell of your body and your brain. Squeeze in your core, circle your arms overhead, stand up on your knees, and take a side bend, one side or another. Back to center and side bend, other side. Back to center, right into cat. Inhale, cow. Several of these as you move your spine between arching and flexing. Round off. Right leg lifts up behind you. Step your right foot all the way up. Take your time, get it up there. Low runner's lunge. Warrior two, turn your back foot flat. Left arm behind you, right arm in front. And then reverse it. Drop your right hand down inside your right foot, left arm lifts. Left hand comes down, your right toes turn to the right. Squeeze in your core, it'll help your movement. Slow yoga squat. Settle into it before we move on. Notice the inner thigh stretch and the rotation in your hips. Drop your hands, straighten your knees, heel toe your feet until you're comfortable. And come to a flat back when you are. Check in with your foundations. Breath is deep, core is squeezing in. Stand all the way up, turn your palms forward. Circle your arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale to lengthen, lift your chin. Exhale to fold in, lunge. Left foot goes back. Right arm lifts when you're ready. Right hand comes down inside your foot. Walk your hands to the middle of your mat, wide-legged. Walk your hands back to your right foot, low runner's lunge. Standing splits if you want. If you take it, then you bend the knee behind the knee. Curtsy, lift it, and then lunge left foot all the way back. Top of the push-up. Lower through the push-up. All the way on your belly, half frog on the left. Settle into it, relax. Pay attention to the quality of your breath, rolling in and rolling out. Your breath will always tell you what's happening internally. to slide your left leg back, sphinx, or the forearm plank, your choice. Child's pose. Squeeze in your core, stand up on your knees, reach your arms up. Take a side bend when you're ready. Back to center and side bend. Back to center, right into cat. Hands come down. You tuck and you arch. Inhale, you lift and you flex. And you know the drill. You go between the two. Down dog. Left leg lifts up behind you. Left foot steps up, low runner's lunge. Warrior two, back foot turns. Right arm behind you, left arm in front. Once you get stable into it, then you reverse it. Right arm goes back, left arm. Left hand comes down inside your bent left knee, right arm lifts. Right hand comes down, left toes turn to the left. Low yoga squat, right foot steps up. And two sinking. Drop your hands, straighten the knees, heel toe the feet. Take the half lift. And then stand all the way up, mountain pose, turn your palms forward. Circle your arms overhead, forward fold over your legs. Inhale to lengthen, lift the chin out. Exhale to fold in, lunge. Right foot goes back, left arm lifts. Left hand comes down inside the left foot, walk your hands between your feet. Drop in for a moment and then walk your hands back to your left foot. You can stay in the low runner's lunge or try the standing splits. Pick up the back leg. Exhale, knee behind knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lunge your right foot all the way back. Top of the push-up. Lower through the push-up. This time, hands under shoulders, elbows in towards the body. You peel your chest out. This strengthens your low back, and then you lower the chest, half frog on the right. This part's the same, but we will be adding on. Keep your right knee where it is, but climb up onto your elbows so you're in a half frog, half sphinx. Slide your left arm in front of you and roll onto your back. You'll probably come off of your mat. You might want to scooch back onto your mat. But your shoulder blades are down-ish and your right knee is bent across your body. Almost like you're going to set the inside of your knee down on the ground over to the left. But if that's too deep for the low back, you can always roll onto your back more. And you can relax here or try cat pulling its tail. Trap the top knee with your left hand. And almost like you're pulling it down a little bit more towards the ground. The bottom leg is your left. Bend your left foot towards your right shoulder. Maybe grab the foot with your right hand. The idea is to stick your shoulder blades down-ish. And if you still need a deeper stretch, Then you straighten the top leg and you grab the right foot with your left hand. If any part of it is stressful, please let it go. Let go of your bottom foot if you have it and your top knee or foot. Make your way onto your back safely on your mat. Once you arrive, plant your feet about hip distance apart, arms by your side, palms face down. Squeeze your belly button down and notice how it flattens out your low back. This is so supportive for the low back. Pay attention to those inner details. Press into your feet, lift your hips. Let your shoulders climb together underneath you, and you can keep your hands down or grab the outer edges of your mat and pull towards your feet, or try to interlace your fingers if you need a deep shoulder stretch. Act like you're squeezing a volleyball between your knees so it becomes a little more active and you use the strength in your legs, your glutes, and your back. Lower your hips. Lift your feet above your heart, candlestick. You can soften at your knees, hold on behind your knees if you enjoy that kind of support. If your low back enjoys support, tuck your hands under your hips. And if you need a little extra, reach your arms kind of in the same direction as your legs. Bend your knees towards your chest, rock a little side to side, side to side. Stimulate your kidneys, massage your low back. Drop your knees gently to the right, open your arms underneath you so your left shoulder blade melts down. Maybe melt your face over your left shoulder. Enjoy the generous twist in your mid to low back. Twisting is tonic for your spine. It promotes your spine's flexibility and mobility. Take your left arm over to your right, curl up in fetal pose. Knees stay exactly where they are, but you turn your chest to face forward. Do a few push-ups. Exhale, lower your chest, inhale, lift. Next time you inhale, lift, swing your knees under your hips, take a pose. Cat, round your back, tuck your chin. Now you know this part. Inhale, lift your chin and tail, several of these. Exhale to round and arch. Inhale to lift and to flex. time, neutral back table pose, and you're gonna make circles with your hips. So you'll inhale, take your hips to the left and forward, exhale to the right and back. And I match it with your breathing just so that you kind of move slowly, but you can breathe and move in any way you want to, whatever works for your body. Sometimes I like to make small circles. Sometimes I like to exaggerate it, make huge circles. Feel free to pause anywhere in the circle that is calling for it. And then move in the other direction when you're ready. Back to center. This time you'll stand up on your knees from here and reach your arms up overhead. And take eagle arms. Right arm comes in front of your face, thumb faces your face. Left elbow wraps under the right. You're working for palm to palm, but if you get close to that, that's okay. Only the elbows move. Inhale, elbows lift. Exhale to squeeze them down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to squeeze them down. And you keep going back and forth. This works into your shoulder cuff, stretches through your shoulder blade and your deltoid. This time you'll exhale, squeeze them down, release, circle your arms overhead. Right into cat, hands come down, chin and tail tuck. Cow, chin and tail lift. Down dog. Just like before, right leg lifts up behind you. Low runner's lunge when you're ready. Warrior two, back foot turns, left arm behind you, right arm in front. Once you get into it, you'll let your right quadricep do a little work. Keep the legs as they are, but reverse it. Left arm goes back, right arm up. Back arm can rest on your back leg or wrap around the small of your back, especially if you want to open the left shoulder. You might want to wrap it almost like you're reaching into your right pocket with your left hand. And then this time, grab the right wrist with your left hand and pull backwards. It'll just be a little bit deeper for you. Let it go, set the right hand down, left arm lifts, stack your shoulders, just like before. Left hand comes down, turn your right toes to the right, any amount. Low yoga squat. Hands come down, straighten your knees, heel toe your feet. Come to a flat back. Squeeze in your core, use the core to stand all the way up. Let your palms face forward and then circle your arms over. Forward fold over your back. Inhale, lengthen, lift your chin up. Exhale to fold in, lunge. Left foot goes back, right arm lifts. Take a twist. Right hand comes down inside your right foot. Walk your hands between your feet. Wide-legged, standing forward. Drop in, set your hands under your shoulders. All 10 fingers point forward. If your elbows bend, point them behind you. Yeah. Drop the head, crown reaches down. Walk your hands over to your right foot again, low runner's line. Stay right there or try the standing splits. Knee behind knee if you've got it. Stand your splits again and then lunge the left foot all the way back. Top of the push-up. Lower through the push-up. All the way on your belly, half frog on the left. Settle into it, relax. Let the heat you work to build in your body stretch through the layers of stress and tension in the left inner thigh and left hip. This is where we change it up. Your left knee stays where it is, but you climb up onto your elbows. Half frog, half sphinx. Slide your right arm in front of you straight and then roll onto your right side and all the way on your back. You might have to mosey your way back onto your mat, but your left knee is crossed and bent across your body. And you can trap it with your right hand, but if that's too deep, roll onto your back more and release the top knee. Relax your shoulder blades underneath you. If you want to go deeper, the bottom leg is your right. You can bend your right foot almost like you're pointing towards your left shoulder blade. And you grab the right foot with your left hand, stick the shoulder blades down there. The full expression is the top leg extends straight and you reach for that foot with your right hand. I'm a lot tighter on that side, so I rarely am able to grab the foot. So I just grab the knee. If any part of it is stressful, just let it go. Let the flow of your breath relax you even more. Notice how no matter what yoga poses you do, here you are. The foundation of your breath is solid. You come back to its quality of peace. If you have the bottom foot, let it go. Let go of the top leg. Carefully make your way onto your back, onto your mat. When you get there, plant your feet about hip distance apart. Arms by your side, palms down. Squeeze your belly button down. Notice how it stabilizes your low back. Press into your feet, lift your hips right up. Do what you like with your arms. Do what you like with your knees. You can bring them closer together or let them be farther apart. Feel more into the stretch than the strengthen of the pose. So much happening in each pose. Notice the little details that are meaningful to you. Lower your hips. Lift your feet above your heart. Into candlestick, relax at the knees or straighten them more. Hands can go behind the knees or under the hips, or they can reach towards your feet. As you send a signal to the body, reduce inflammation, body, take down inflammation. Bend your knees towards your chest, rock a little side to side. Move your knees to the left when you're ready. Relax your shoulder blades open underneath you. Maybe relax your face over your right shoulder to encourage the neck to twist. But notice the twisting action in your mid to low back as you stretch out any stress or tension out of the area of your body. The trick is to relax it out from your headspace at the same time. Fetal pose, right arm comes over. Knees stay exactly where they are, but you turn your chest forward towards the front of your mat. Do a few push-ups. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. This time you'll lift your chest, table pose, knees come under the hips. Exhale to round and arch the spine. Inhale to lift and flex the spine. Several of these. Neutral back table pose, you make some circles. You can go any direction you want. You'll go the other direction in a moment. Other direction when you're ready. Back to center, squeeze up your belly button, stand up on your knees, reach your arms up overhead. Eagle arms, left arm comes in front of your face this time and the right elbow wraps underneath. You're trying to get palm to palm or something like that. Only the elbows move, inhale to lift, exhale to lower. I find that if I go slower, I can really feel into the shoulder cuff stretch, but go at your pace. Next time you lower, let it go. Circle your arms overhead to release from that. Right into cat. Hands come down, chin and tail. Cow, chin and tail lift. Child's pose, sink it back. Give it one more child. Release into it. Let your low back lengthen and stretch out. When you're ready, hands and knees. Right into down dog. The left leg lifts up behind you. Low runner's lunge. Warrior two, back foot turns, right arm behind you. Once you stabilize, you reverse your warrior. Right arm goes back, left arm lifts. And if you want to feel the right opening, then the right arm wraps around the small of your back, like you're reaching into your left front pocket with your right hand. You can figure that one out. Let go of the right arm and grab a hold of the left wrist and pull backwards, just the deeper stretch. Set the left hand down inside the bent knee, right arm up. Right hand comes down, left toes turn to the left. Low yoga squat, use your core to lift the back foot up. Squat into it. Hands come down, you straighten the knees, heel toe the feet. Come to a flat back. Stand all the way up, turn your palms forward. That action drops the shoulders down and back and pause into it. Notice the sensations of your body, of your breath. And then circle your arms overhead. Forward fold over your legs. Come to a flat back again. You'll lengthen the spine. Hold in, this time pause, relax into it. Allow the heat you work to build to stretch your backside body a little bit deeper. When you're ready, lunge, right foot goes back. Left arm lifts as you take a twist. Left hand comes down inside your left foot. Walk your hands between your feet, wide legged. Drop into it for a moment. Feel into the inner thigh stretch. And then walk your hands back to your left foot, low runner's lunge. Or standing splits. If you stand it, you curtsy it. Pick it up, stand your splits, and then drop your right foot all the way back. Top of the push-up. Lower through the push-up. Palms under your shoulders, elbows in towards your body. Use the strength of your low back. Peel your chest up. Lower your chest down. Half frog on the left. Scoot your left leg back, half frog on the right, last one. Switch the right leg back, Sphinx or the forearm, plant your hands. Child's pose, nestle back. This time, take your arms behind you like you're reaching back towards your heels, and your hands might touch your heels or they might not. But then once they get back there, let the tops of your hands be down on the ground so your palms face up. And you can drop your forehead, your chin, or one ear or the other. Droop the tops of your shoulders or the front sides of your shoulders down. It's just a different stretch. Extend your arms back out in front of you, climb into table, hands and knees. Right into down dog. This time, walk your hands back towards your feet, standing forward fold back of your mat. Separate your feet a little wider than your hips. Turn your toes out to a V. Sink down into a low yoga squat. This time, set your left hand down, reach your right arm up so you take a twist through the spine. Right hand comes down, left arm lifts, heart side opens. Left hand comes down, you go down safely to seated. Once you get there, soles of your feet come together, but instead of being really close to your body, make a long diamond shape so your feet move away from your body. Take your hands, palms up underneath your shins or your calves. This might be enough stretch for you and you just drop your chin, or you might try to go deeper into tortoise where the palms of your hands are on the tops of your feet, and it's almost like you're drawing your nose towards your toes. But then drop in eventually. Chin drops towards your chest and you relax into it. Start to lift your chest, untuck your hands, please. Scoot your bum up a little bit towards your heels. And then set your feet down wide where your knees are wide and point up. Hands go behind you, fingers point towards your body. If that's not okay for your wrist, you can always lower onto your elbows for this one. Knees go over to one side. Notice the internal rotation of the left hip. To exaggerate it, your right ankle might cross over your left. Up and over to the other side. Back to center, and you lay down on your back. Take Shavasana. Make sure you're cozy in your body as you take Shavasana. So if there's awkward pressure on your low back, then pick up your hips and reset them. And if it's still there, plant your feet. It'll take the pressure off your low back. Turn your palms up and soften your fingers. Close your eyes. It'll take away the visual input and allow your mind to relax a little more easily. Soften your facial muscles. Release your jaw. Let your breath grow soft and natural and no longer follow your breathing. Here to take deeper breaths. And just notice for another moment the quality of your experience. The quality of your breath rolling in and rolling out. It will tell you everything that's happening in your probably saying, thank you for taking care of us. So to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Stretch in any way that feels good to your body. When you're ready, you can make your way to a seated position. No rush. It's going to be in your lap or together in front of your heart. But close your eyes and drop your chin in gently. Notice how that lengthens the backside of your neck. Relax your shoulders down. Move the tongue away from the roof of your mouth and relax your face. Take another relaxing breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take this calm with you through the rest of your evening and into your days ahead. The light in me humbly bows to your inner light. Thank you so much.